Alright, there's another video for 2HT and 2VT about the prior knowledge of chapter 8. In the prior knowledge of chapter 8 you learn a couple of things about areas that you already learned earlier. For example, here it says 3 different formulas. One formula for the area of a triangle, one formula for the area of a trapezium, and one formula for the area of a circle. And there you can see a couple of examples and also some more examples over here. Then these are the exercises for today. Right, and this one, exercise 3, looks a bit difficult, so that's why I wanted to explain that some more. So we also have it over here. It says calculate the area for each of these red areas, which is this area and also that area. Okay. If you want to figure that out, then first we should pretend like these triangles have not been taken out, so like it's a rectangle, because then we can say what the total area is. The total area is, this is 1 and 1, so the whole length is 2. This is 3 and 2 and 3, so the whole area is, or the whole length is 5. So the total area is 2 times 5 is 10 squared centimeters. Then we're going to calculate the area for these triangles. So I'm going to call this area 1, I'm going to call this area 2, and I'm going to call this area 3. So first I'm going to calculate area 1. The length and the width of this triangle is 1 and 1, so the area is a half times 1 times 1 is a half. Right? The formula for the area of a triangle was a half times edge times matching height. So if we go to number 2, we do a half times edge. It doesn't really matter if you use this as the edge or that as the edge. So a half times 1 times, and then I need to figure out how long is that. We know that this is 1 and this is 2. Together this whole length is 5, so this should also be 2. So a half times 1 times 2 is just 1. And then we go to area 3. There we have 1 and 3. So a half times 1 times 3 is 1 and a half. So if you now want to say what the red area is, the red area, then that equals 10 minus a half minus 1 minus 1 and a half, and then what you have left is 7. So that's 7 squared meters. And that's how an exercise like this works. I think you know enough to make this exercise now, but I'll also explain it over here. But I would advise you to try it yourself first before watching how it goes in this video. Here we have another rectangle. This length is 3, this length is 4, so the total area is 3 times 4 is 12 squared centimeters. Now I'm going to give these rectangles name, or these triangles names again. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So let's calculate the individual areas. This length is 3 and 2, so a half times 3 times 2 is 2.5. Then area number 2. This one is 1 and 2, so a half times 1 times 2 is 1. Area 3, that's this one. This is just 1 by 1, so a half times 1 times 1 is a half. And then the fourth area is 1 and 3 together, so a half times 1 times 3 is 1.5. So the red area is 12 minus all of this. Now this together is 2.5, 3.5, so that's 4, so 5.5. So if you subtract that from it, the answer is 6.5 squared centimeters. And that's the answer for the second shape of exercise 3. Now, thank you very much for watching.